Marjorie Taylor Greene, let's take a look. I want to hear what she has to say about Ukraine. Apparently, she also thinks that, like, something was happening with FTX and Ukraine, which I think is cool. I like that. That's a cool. I always love unique and new takes. Okay, you know this. I'm a sucker for unique takes. Let's take a look.
War with Russia. We had 5 million people cross our border illegally since Joe Biden took office. And let's compare that to how many Russians have invaded Ukraine. 82,000 Russians have invaded Ukraine. I think the American people and the taxpayers of this country deserve to know why the Biden administration and this Congress is so interested in funding the protection of Ukraine's border and not the protection of our border. That's a very good question.
That's awesome. I love that.
War with Russia. We had 5 million people cross our border illegally since Joe Biden took office. And let's compare that to how many Russians have invaded Ukraine. 82,000 Russians have invaded Ukraine. I think the American people and
that's fire.
Here in the news, but let's talk about the aid to Ukraine. Here in the news, we're just finding out about the situation with FTX and the cryptocurrency. So is American people's taxpayer dollars going to fund aid in Ukraine, but yet it's really funding something else that's happening, maybe ending up in Democrat donors' pockets? Was that helping Democrat campaigns? Was that helping Democrat candidates get elected? $8.9 billion is for the humanitarian assistance. But let's talk about the aid.
This is one of the best parts about this. Like,
do you believe that Ukraine sent money back to the Democratic Party of its federal aid dollars through FTX? Is that what you believe?
I don't know what happens, but it sure does look bad. This guy, he's got 3 letters like I do. What's his name? Sam Bankman-Fried.
Bro, she doesn't even know the person's name. That's awesome. Oh my God. Yo, this is one of the best parts about Republican control of the House of Representatives is that some of the dumbest, most relentlessly idiotic baboon motherfuckers are going to get national prominence again by just launching these insane accusations and then investigations. I love that.
Yeah. So he's apparently...
God, I could listen to Marjorie all day, every day, baby.
Going to file bankruptcy. He was the second largest donor to Democrats this cycle. He was in charge of the cryptocurrency fund in Ukraine through the national bank there. And the question is did USAID dollars go into that fund? That's a very real question that we need to know. And I believe a lot of these documents, if they're able to hand them over, and they should hand them over, besides, what would they have to hide? Everyone deserves to know where the money is going. We definitely want to know if any U.S. taxpayer dollars.
By the way, all jokes aside, I don't know what the scheme looks like, but like, this is definitely one of the more adequate investigations, like one of the more legitimate investigations that the National Republican Party as a whole would push for the record. Because there is unironically a connection between the Democratic Party and Sam Bankman-Fried. That is true. He was a mega donor. I don't think that, like, I can't believe I'm saying this. And of course, it's not Marjorie Taylor Greene who's like coming up with this on her own. She doesn't even know who the fuck this dude is or what his name is. But this investigation inherently is not like a silly one. And in the same vein as, FTX also donated a shit ton to Republicans too. No. I know. Yes, they were donating for deregulation. They just wanted to deregulate crypto. I know. I don't think that there is like a legitimate fucking like Democratic Party funneling mechanism here. I'm talking about Sam Bankman-Fried like running the fucking crypto exchange or running the crypto thing for the Ukrainian government. or whether or not there are any kind of connections between Democratic Party, Sam Bankman-Fried, and anything else.
Dollars went into that fund, and then after it went into the fund, did it go back into his pocket for him to donate to political candidates? And I think that those are the kind of questions that we would want to ask regardless of whatever political party it is, because that just shouldn't happen. That should never happen. And I want to give anybody else a chance to answer questions on that.
Stop. Stop. Okay, what else?
Quick question. A lot of you mentioned the fentanyl crisis that is happening, but most fentanyl comes from people crossing the border who are United States citizens, not necessarily immigrants. What is your response to that? That is interesting.
I would ask for where's your proof on that, because that's not what we've been shown. That's not what, when we go to the border and we're speaking with Border Patrol agents, when we're there on the ground, that is not at all what we're being told. So I'm going to push back on your I'm sorry, I don't see.
Yeah. Also, like 90% of the drugs that come across the border are not being carried by fucking mules, idiot. It's coming through regular fucking checkpoints. You dumb bitch. What the fuck? Not that it matters. It's literally not coming in with like people that are sneaking it in. You can't bring that much fentanyl into the United States of America inside of law-abiding abuelas and their fucking, baby baskets. Okay, that's insane. It's literally just straight shipped in. That's it. These people are so fucking stupid. And by the way, this has been a consistent fact